Hello, my friend. Welcome to your Reiki session. We're back in the cabin in the woods, our cozy little cottage. And this session is all about creative fertility. So helping you feel really connected to your creative potential, kind of tapping into that, cracking it open and see what you find. It's going to be a really beautiful time of transformation for you if you're working on creative projects, or maybe you're experiencing some kind of a creative block. This is going to be the perfect session for you. Just to start to connect to that muse again. Find that little spark and glimmer, and then we're going to foster it and sort of help fuel it so it burns brightly. How does that sound? Good. So, you're nice and cozy here on the Reiki table. You have the nice, warm, soft blanket. It's so soft. So we have a few different tools here that we're going to use. Let's begin by lighting a candle and setting our intention, okay? So we're going to light this candle, really honoring the fire of inspiration. Lighting this candle and helping you connect with your truest, most creative self. Helping you to express that creativity authentically. Okay. So, on behalf of your highest, wisest, most empowered and aligned self, in loving comfort and in perfect balance, I wish to conduct this Reiki session for creative fertility. Connecting with those aspects that are covered over by inattention or lack of self-belief. Dusting them off, excavating them, and drawing them to the surface. Drawing them to the surface. Helping you connect with your creative potential. Beautiful. We will leave this flame here to support us throughout this session. Okay. I'm going to use these 2 selenite wands to do really beautiful, gentle cleansing in your aura, particularly focusing in the mental body, helping you to release any of that, maybe the mental chatter that's keeping you blocked from your creativity. So very often we can get in our own way, and our minds, they really want to help us. They're trying to be so helpful. But sometimes it's important to just feel it. It's important to just take action. sometimes the best thing that we can do is connect with the energy of the Fool card in Tarot and to sort of leap before we look. So we have to know when it's best to plan and prep and consider things from every angle, and when it's time to just take that leap of faith. So for this session, we're focusing on the energy of leaping. Really just trusting that everything's going to work out, because it is. And it's super important to take those times where we just let things be, let the chips fall as they may. So we're going to kind of start to clear some of these maybe overly analytical thoughts. Maybe the thoughts that are saying, oh, but you need to look at this from every angle before you take action. Or, a lot of the times when we're creatively blocked, it's because we are convincing ourselves that it's either not safe to, try this, follow that inspiration, or that there's a better time, that there's a more perfect opportunity, that there's a time when we'll be better suited for it. And very often we just have to trust that right now it's the best time to do it. That if we listen to those voices, sometimes those voices are there to help us and to say, this isn't a great time. But a lot of the times those voices are there to say, don't try anything new. We want to keep you small and safe. We want to keep you safe. A lot of the time it's our fear of vulnerability. It's our anxiety talking. It's really just trying to make sure that we don't do anything dangerous. But when we do things that are out of our comfort zone, that's when we grow. So we're just going to be kind of clearing in that space, just to give you more of an opportunity to make that decision, so that you can distinguish and say, okay, I recognize that I am an integration of all of these aspects. I recognize that I am not simply just a mind, but that there are all of these different mechanisms at work, that I have energies floating all around me, that there are messages all throughout, that there's wisdom that's available to me. And sometimes all I have to do is shut off some of the preconditioning so that I can actually hear the wisdom and then heed it. Selenite wands are serving as little energetic vacuums. We're just doing some spring cleaning in the mental body. This is a way of cleansing the aura. We have different subtle bodies. And right now, we're working in the mental body. Clearing and cleansing so that we can really access that clarity, that sharpness. Good. Something that in particular is getting in the way. A lot of the time we talk about self-doubt or self-limiting beliefs. And it's really important to recognize what's going on within you, having that awareness. So if you are feeling like, oh, okay, right, yes, I'm engaging in these things, then you can call these to mind just to release them. I did want to mention, I'll probably mention this again, but I think I'm going to head to New York City, and maybe do a little filming with you. So if you would like to receive a Reiki session for free from me, I'll leave an application down below. If you're able to be in New York City in April, if you're available, I'll leave I'll just leave where you can email me so that we can try and figure out something, and it'll be like a first come first serve sort of thing. I'll just pick randomly. So if you would like to receive a free session from me that will be filmed, it'll be for the channel, then yeah, let me know. I think I'm probably gonna do a session on a lady friend. So if you identify as a female, as a woman, then yeah, I will probably do that at some point in April. I'm gonna just try it out and see how it goes. So let me know. Send me an email if you're serious about it, if you actually want a session for free from me. And it'll be all I won't share any of your personal information during the session. It'll just be very soothing and calming. So anyway, I thought that might be kind of fun. Let me know what you think. But yeah, if there's something that you wanted to clear, you can offer that up now. And a little bit of extra work in the sacral. That's really where we're going to be kind of like cracking that egg open. Is in the sacral, just to say. Cracking that egg open so that we can really access all the beauty of that creativity and our creative potential. Gorgeous. When we're talking about, this kind of potential and all of this, fertility really, it's just about connecting with that potential. It's about preparing. When I talk about fertility, like soil fertility, I'm a gardener, so. But when we're talking about that, it's really just about like what's available, what's the potential of the soil, what kind of nutrients are available for the potential plant to use and utilize. So connecting with your fertility can be in this, in this session specifically, but just in general, connecting with the spring energy, this energy that kind of opens us up, blooming like flowers, things like that, connecting with the energy of the animals, like both flora and fauna around us are embodying this energy in the springtime. So even if you're watching this, like let's say in the middle of summer, autumn, or winter, we're still encapsulating this energy and sending it to you through time and space. So this energy, it's really about, the availability of, the fertility of the womb, for sure. If you wanted to connect with that energy here, we're going to be doing this connection to fertility in the sacral chakra. So that would be supportive. Creative fertility, manifestation fertility. If you wanted to do, the fertility of ideas, coming up with new ideas for different projects or things like that. This is really a time for you to set your intention very, very clearly. So you can take a little bit more time now, even if you wanted to set that intention. But it's going to be super supportive for you. With that said, let's start with our first stone. I want to bring in this carnelian. Every time I work with the sacral or with fertility or creativity, I love using carnelian. It's such an amazing stone. also called the artist stone. This one is, for me, it feels very womb-like. It's like very, very cozy and warm. And it has that kind of agate quality where you can see the light through it. It's just a very supportive, wonderful stone. I love the colors of this one in particular. I don't know if you can see. I'm going to come a little bit closer. So it has this like sort of peachy color. It's actually quite similar to my top. But it has that kind of peachy color. And then it also has this creamy color. It has a darker orange, more vibrant, a softer orange, almost to like a pale yellow, and then a really deep maroon color, like a burgundy. It's a really fascinating stone to look at because it almost looks like it's bubbling underneath. It almost has, it looks almost like a I don't know, a dinosaur embryo or something, or a dragon's embryo. That's like my fantasy nerd self coming out. But anyway, I love this stone. I think it's so beautiful. And it's one of my favorite stones to meditate with. I think the size and shape of it, and it's very heavy. And it's just a great stone to, you can hold it outside of the sacral. You're meditating, it's just really nice. So I'm going to start by placing that right on the low belly there, okay? We're just letting that energy fill you up. So that's sort of the initiation of this session. It's just going to be about that warm, creative buzz, starting with these vibrations in the sacral, and then it's slowly moving outward. So if you're listening to this while you're, let's say, painting, while you're, let's say, working on a draft of a script, if you're listening to this while you're brainstorming ideas, this is the beginning. This is the kind of those initial vibrations of energy that are slowly rippling outward, that are developing into this incredible, this brilliance that you're sharing. It's that spark that's lighting this flame that's just going outward in these beautiful ripples. The world deserves to experience all of this beautiful, untapped creativity that you have within you. You deserve to share it with the world, and we deserve to experience it. So take that, harness that energy, and follow it. It's not there for nothing. You know, your gifts, your talents, your inspiration, those moments of inspiration, they don't exist for nothing. They're there to guide you down this path and open you up to these possibilities. So follow it. Follow it. That's the reason they're there, okay? Because you can always just say, oh, I'll do it another day, or you can always kind of get too overwhelmed by the potential and all of that. But also you can start to say, yeah, what if I just did this? What if there's no expectations for results, but that I'm just doing this just for the sake of the journey? I'm just here for the sake of the journey. That's beautiful and amazing, and the world deserves for you to share your gift with us. So seeking a little bit more clarity, there's a few stones I'm going to use. I want to place this really beautiful indigo fluorite. Indigo fluorite. Very geometric. You can see it looks like puzzle pieces. Kind of clicked together. You see that? And this is a great stone for that mental clarity and focus, helping you to focus on that. So in the mental plane, we can get really caught up in distractions, reasons why we shouldn't be doing something. We can follow one train and then go jump onto another jumping train tracks. And what if we were to just say, I'm going to focus on this and see where that takes me? Focusing, not allowing any of this kind of negative self-talk, doubt, any of that to impede you right now. We're saying, okay, thank you very much for your input. I'm going to put you to the side for now. I'm doing something else. Okay? That's what we're kind of doing here. Because that kind of, if you're comparing, they say comparison is the thief of creativity or something like that. Thief of joy. That's it. It's the same thing with, that self-doubt is the thief of creativity. We want to just allow ourselves to live out the full expression of this creativity, and then we'll see. No, we're not tethering ourselves to the end result. We're not tethering ourselves to an expectation. None of that. No tethering ourselves to anything. We're just going along with this experience because there's an opportunity here. And if nothing comes of this creative endeavor for you, other than a bunch of squiggles on a piece of paper, this is for you to experience it. It's made available to you for the experience of it, to express the creativity, to allow the creativity to express itself. Placing this on your crown. There we go. Gorgeous. So now I want to place this spiderweb jasper. Isn't that a beautiful stone? It's so fascinating to look at. I love how almost perfectly round this one is. But this is about that clarity as well. Kind of tapping into our inner guidance. Yeah. So placing this on the third eye. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. This lapis lazuli is so pretty. I went to this place in Costa Rica where lapis lazuli was sort of found. It was really, really beautiful part of Costa Rica. What a beautiful country. And it is just, it's such a beautiful stone. So we had that sort of trusting the inner guidance. I'm going to use this to kind of help us connect with that like outer guidance. So motivation is this sort of internal engine that we have to kind of keep revving and keep going. So this is going to be to help you connect with the external inspiration, finding inspiration around and being able to connect with that. Looking at the little sparks. I think the sparks inside, the sparkles, are actually pyrite, which is also called fool's gold. Can you see them? Or it's just like almost like a little stripe. Maybe you can't see, but anyway, I'm just going to place this very gently on your throat chakra. Also the stone of royalty, very gently there. It's said that Cleopatra's makeup was made of crushed lapis lazuli. So it has this very kind of regal, powerful energy to it. I'm going to place this really gorgeous rhodonite, black and pink stone for acceptance. Accepting that you're a creative person. Sounds silly, but sometimes we can't accept ourselves as creative. We have a block from that. And being creative is not about being an artist or having that as your career. We are all creative. We all create all the time. We all connect with different ideas. We all embark on different creative pursuits and endeavors, sometimes without even knowing it. But when we connect with that creativity, it does help us to balance our sacral chakra. So accept that you are creative. You don't have to be, Van Gogh to be creative. You just have to be willing to be vulnerable enough to put that internal expression of self in the outside. So we're going to place this at the heart space very gently there and help you really connect with that acceptance and calling in universal love. Love is truth, and truth is beautiful art. Okay, so here we have gorgeous, sunny. This is a very kind of rusty colored citrine. I love this one. It's actually a really nice pairing with this with this cottage. And our kind of amber lamp here. It's a really, really pretty cluster. Gorgeous. Sparkly, lots of different faces and points. Yeah. Connecting to our solar plexus, helping us to really believe in ourselves, kind of breaking through any confidence blockages. A lot of people are disrupted from connecting with their creativity because of confidence. They feel like they're not worthy of sharing what's inside of them. My story's not that interesting, or but this other person does it better, or what could I add, or why would anyone care, or blah, 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 blah. I've been there, I've thought all those things. But you just have to kind of trust that your story and your perspective and your voice is important, and it matters. And there's room for all of us, right? So just kind of releasing any of those self-doubting thoughts. I know a lot of you have shared so beautifully and vulnerably the things that you move through that block you from your creativity. So that's something that comes up a lot, is like, I just don't know. I feel like I'm not good enough. I feel like I'm, we just get in our own way. So we're going to really break through that with this stone. Help support us breaking through that, helping us to trust that we're capable, that we're worthy, that we're good enough. You're good enough. I'm placing this. Yeah, this one. Then on the root, I have this red garnet. You can't really see the red, but if you kind of hold it up to the light, let's see. Can you see a little bit there? Maybe? Maybe not. Anyway, the red garnet I wanted to use as a great stone for manifestation, actually. So I'm going to place this kind of underneath your hips, sort of your lower back area, to help you connect with your root chakra, Muladhara, and to kind of ignite that fire, helping you to really trust that you're manifesting, you are creating the world, the life of your dreams, all of this. We are creating every single day. And with this beautiful red garnet, we are calling this creativity into existence. So very gently, and with all the respect in the world for your comfort and your boundaries, I'm just tucking this in your, like, outside of your low back there. There we go. Is that comfortable? Okay. Yeah, it's just sitting very gently where your back is slightly raised. Okay. I'm going to take this little pineapple quartz, little sweet little pineapple quartz, and I'm just going to activate all these stones. Okay, starting at the crown. That's a cute little stone. Just a little bit of this aura mist. This is a little bit of eucalyptus and myrrh. Very invigorating, but also sort of spiritually aligned. Just rest, 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 rest. Okay. Placing my hands on your solar plexus, on your sacral, excuse me. Sending this warm, healing light just beneath your navel to your low belly. Filling you with this beautiful connection to your inherent creativity, helping you trust yourself, believe in yourself. Release any of that baggage that's telling you that you're not good enough. And just really, stoking the fires of your creativity. Taking the time to do it. Just do it. There's time for reflection, there's time for, rumination and consideration and all of that. And there's time for action. And now's the time to act. So if you're listening to this and you've been putting off a project or something, use this as inspiration to say, it's time. It's time. It's time. I'm going to tuck my hand underneath you here, so underneath your back, and then place my other hand on your sacral, just beneath the belly button, same space, and just allowing that energy to flow back and forth between my palms, so that you're in the center of my palms. And my palms are sending this Reiki into the sacral, balancing, aligning, activating what needs to be activated, and soothing what's overactive. It's gonna be okay, you're safe. I feel maybe some of you are afraid to express yourselves, and that's okay. But just know that you're safe and you're protected, and that there are energies all around you rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. I want the best for you. And just know that if you express yourself honestly, that's really the best thing you can do. Expressing this creativity from a place of love and truth. It's beautiful, 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 beautiful. Okay. Let's use our little owl rattle. We're going to shake up your energy, okay? We're also using this to kind of seal in everything that we've worked on today, okay? Starting at your crown. You are divine. You are connected. You are expressive. You are loved. You are strong. You are creative and emotionally balanced. You are safe. You are safe, my friend. Safe to be creative. Safe to express yourself. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day or your night. Take really good care of yourself and take good care of each other, okay? Till we meet again. Be so well. Namaste.